It used to be a carefree drive, almost not until I got into college. I used to dream of a heaven in college, with everlasting vacations, easygoing teachers, and no homework. However, the reality had taken me down with a ton of deadlines, let alone the extreme peer pressure and the extremely high fear of being single for the rest of your life. At that time, I started to have negative feelings. I felt fault with everything I did, constantly. My way of thinking not only affected my academic result but also my personal life. I feel stressful. I cannot focus on my study, and when I got home, I just want to lie down and sleep. I even turned down every invitation to any card party from my friends. And I realized one thing: our frustration, our disappointment, our anxieties and fears, things that bother us, people that wrong us, are the main sources of our failures in college. However, after that, I found a way that could save myself from negative feeling. So, what did I do to get rid of it, to overcome it? I think positively. And I realized how positive thinking truly helps when I talk to my best friend. As usual, I whine about how I struggle with my research, how angry I was with my roommate, how struggle I was with teamwork at college. And after hearing thoroughly and heartily, she asked me, "So, what happened today that was good?" And I told her about the short trip that I took with a senior. I told her about the silly story that my student told me about their dogs. And suddenly, I felt better. And it turned out that my day was pretty decent after all. Thinking positively really helped me overcome any troubles in my life. I realized that dealing with deadline until 3 a.m. is not a big deal anymore, and being single is not as scary as we thought. I believe that not only me but also many people have taken advantage of thinking positively in your life.
Not only my academic results but also my health improved. Researchers have proved the effects of positive thinking and optimism on health. Health benefits that positive thinking may provide include increased lifespan, lower rates of depressions, lower levels of distress, greater resistance to the common cold, better psychological and physical well-being, better cardiovascular health and reduced risks of death from cardiovascular disease, and the last one is better coping skill during hardship and time of stress. It is unclear why people who engage in positive thinking experience these health benefits. One theory is that having a positive outlook enables you to cope better with stressful situations, which reduce the harmful health effects of stress on your body. It's also thought that positive and optimistic people tend to live healthier lifestyle. For example, they get more physical activity, follow a healthier diet, and don't smoke or drink alcohol in excess. So, how can we start to think positively? Positive thinking doesn't mean that you keep your head in the sand and ignore life's less pleasant situation. Positive thinking just means that you approach unpleasantness in a more positive and productive way. You think the best is going to happen, not the worst. Positive thinking often starts with self-talk. Self-talk is an endless stream of unspoken thoughts that run through your head. These automatic thoughts can be positive or negative. Some of your self-talk comes from logic and reasons. Other self-talk may arise from misconceptions that you create because of lack of information. If the thoughts that run through your head are mostly negative, your outlook on life is more likely pessimistic. If the thoughts are mostly positive, you're likely an optimist, someone who practices positive thinking. You can learn to turn negative thinking into positive thinking. The process is simple, but it does take time and practice. You're creating a new habit after all. Here are some ways to think and behave in a more positive and optimistic way, according to Mayo Clinic. Actually, I practiced some ways in 5 ways and it turned out really well. The first way is to identify areas to change. If you want to become more optimistic and engage in the more positive thinking, first identify areas of your life that you usually think negative about. Whether it's work, your daily commute, or a relationship, you can start small by focusing on one area to approach in a more positive way. The second way is check yourself. Periodically during the day, stop and evaluate what you are thinking. If you find that your thoughts are mainly negative, try to find a way to put a more positive spin on them. Third, be open to humor. Give yourself permission to smile or laugh, especially during difficult times. Seek humor in everyday happenings. When you can laugh at life, you feel less stressed. 4. Follow a healthy lifestyle. Aim to exercise for about 30 minutes on most days of the week. You can also break it up into 10-minute chunks of time during the day. Exercise can positively affect mood and reduce stress. Follow a healthier diet to fuel your mind and body, and learn techniques to manage stress. 5th, surround yourself with positive people. Make sure those in your life are positive, supportive people you can depend on to give helpful advice and feedback. Negative people may increase your stress level and make you doubt your ability to manage stress in a healthy way. And the last one is practice positive self-talk. Start by following one simple rule. Don't say anything to yourself that you couldn't say to anyone else. Be gentle and encouraging with yourself. If a negative thought enters your mind, evaluate it rationally and respond with affirmations of what is good about you. Think about things that you are thankful for in your life.
I want to tell you one more beautiful story that I read a couple of days ago. It's called The Black Dot. One day, the professor entered the class and announced a surprise test. Hearing this, all the students got anxious and started thinking about what could come up in the test. The professor distributed all the papers with the front side facing down. After handing out all the question paper, the professor asked the student to turn the page and start the test. To everyone's surprise, there were no questions on the paper. There was just a black dot in the centers of the paper. Everyone was startled and looked at the professor in awe. The professor told the student, "Now I want you to write a few lines about what you see on the paper." Everyone was stupefied. Yes, they don't have a choice. They start writing the answer on the test. Once everyone was through with the test, the professor collected all the answer sheets. After that, he read out loud all their answers. Without an exception, everyone wrote about the black dot, mentioning about its size, its position. After reading out loud all the answers, the professor addressed the students and told them, "None of you will be graded on this test. I just want you to ponder over something. All of you wrote about the black dot. No one wrote about the white part of the paper. The same thing happens in our lives too. We have a white paper to experience and to learn from. Yet, we always focus on the dark spot. We have so many reasons to celebrate. Our friends, our parents, our co-workers, a satisfactory job, a healthy life, the things that we witness in our everyday life, and so on. So, what can we learn from all those stories? Humans tend to limit their horizons by focusing on just the dark spot. In our day-to-day life, we tend to take so many good things for granted and focus our energy on insignificant dots like failures and disappointment. These dark spots are quite small compared to many good things we see on our daily life, yet they perturb our mind and do not let us think positively. Take your eye away from the backdrop of your life. Try and focus on the brighter side of life and let positivity govern your thoughts. Thank you.